Okay, so let's deal with this very quickly. If you have not seen the release, let me read it out to you. And that was as of 15 hours ago. NNPC Limited faces financial strain due to PMS supply cost impacting supply sustainability. Invariably, what the NNPC is trying to say is that they can no longer support importing fuel products because they owe. That is the interpretation that we give to it. It's not NNPC that is giving that one. This is just an attempt to give excuse for the current fuel scarcity that you and I are experiencing. Take note of it. It's a latest press release from NNPC. Okay, so let's look at the details. NNPC has acknowledged recent reports. Look at it now. It is not NNPC that originated it. NNPC is dancing to or agreeing to what reports, to whatever the report it is that the newspapers and media or the narrative they have been pushing. I told you before, I said, all of these narratives, you will see so-called experts coming out to talk and say that, oh, you need to do this, the NNPC needs to sell at this. All of this is all a gimmick to make sure that they increase the pump price of fuel, which you and I must resist. NNPC Limited has acknowledged recent reports in the national newspapers regarding the company's significant debt to petrol suppliers. The financial strain has placed considerable pressure on the company and poses a threat to sustainability of fuel supply. In line with the Petroleum Industry Act, NNPC remains dedicated to the role of supplier of last resort, ensuring national energy security. We are actively collaborating with relevant government agencies and other stakeholders to maintain a consistent supply of products nationwide. And this statement was signed by Olufemi Shoneye, and that's their Chief Corporate Communications Officer. Chief Corporate Communications Officer of the NNPC. What do we make of this? Remember that yesterday they held meetings with Dangote Refineries. Dangote has consistently shifted the date of his rollout of PMS from July to August, now to mid-September. Now, in order for Dangote to sell his fuel at a price where he can maximize profit, he cannot sell at the 617 naira per litre that NNPC is selling. Remember, last week or 2 weeks ago, there was this rumor that was on the social media and even mainstream media that NNPC will sell fuel at 600 naira per litre. And NNPC quickly came out to say no, that was fake news, and they refuted that rumor. Now they are holding meeting. Now, the discussion is whether or not NNPC will be given fuel subsidy. This country, we are very, very funny. Let's not forget that the Chief Financial Officer has come to say that in the past 9 years, they have never paid any fuel subsidy to anybody. Meanwhile, in the past 9 years, they've been bringing fuel from outside, from refineries that are outside. Refineries that are outside. And they have not paid fuel subsidy. They have not paid a single dime. I'm not the one who said it. It's the NNPC Limited Chief Financial Officer. Now, if you did not pay a single dime as fuel subsidy when you were bringing in refined petrol products from outside, from other countries, from foreign countries, why would you need to pay fuel subsidy when you will get the fuel from Dangote Refineries that is resident in Nigeria here? When in actual fact, you are selling the crude to Dangote Refinery in Naira. Why would you need to be talking about fuel subsidy? All of this, I said it. Maybe I should start adding prophet to my name now. I said it before, that all these sabotage. The Dangote Refinery was screaming, inviting journalists, inviting politicians, inviting lawyers, inviting traditional rulers, inviting pastors, inviting everybody to come and visit Dangote refineries so that they can see and be his ambassadors in the propaganda wars. All of that is targeted towards making sure that they provide sufficient ground for him to sell fuel at between 1,300 naira to 1,500 naira, even 1,800 naira per litre. That's what the end game of Dangote's adventure into the sabotage alarm. That's what it was. And I don't blame the people who go there. There's no way you go to that place and you will not see the gigantic nature of that refinery and not say, oh, they are trying to sabotage Dangote. And it's surprising because you now have a situation whereby people who have never screamed that they are trying to sabotage Nigeria's refineries are screaming that they are trying to sabotage Dangote refineries. Oh, Dangote is our own. How exactly is Dangote refineries our own? It is not. Dangote refinery belongs to Dangote and his group of sponsors, whom he has not told us yet. If I ask you now, who owns Dangote refineries? Do you know? How can you say, I have several companies? Would you say that my companies belong to Nigeria? No. When I take my profit and make my profit, do I share them with you? No. When Dangote Refinery starts selling at the exorbitant price that they are targeting, I wish they don't. I hope they don't. In their own interest, they shouldn't. But when they start selling at such exorbitant prices and they make profits, they maximize their profit, will Dangote distribute those profits among Nigerians? He won't. He won't. The profit will go to him and his shareholders. And guess who his shareholders are? He has told us who they are. He has given us an idea who they are. IFC corporations that are linked to IMF and World Banks. The same people that own the international oil companies. That is why it is not possible for the IOCs to sabotage Dangote refineries. If they wanted to, they would have stopped him from even building the refineries at all. The way they sabotaged Ajaokuta Steel, do you see how actively they engaged to sabotage Ajaokuta Steel? The way they engaged actively to sabotage the efforts by the Jonathan administration and executive outcome and all that, sabotage their efforts to dislodge Boko Haram. Do you see the way they engaged actively to sabotage it? If they wanted to sabotage Dangote refineries, it's easy. They simply would not sell him the materials he needed to set up the refineries. The same people, the IOCs, they are core stakeholders in the military-industrial complex of the US-led West. They are the ones that own the defense industries. They are the ones that own the manufacturing industries. They are the ones that own the big tech industries. They are the ones. Oh, many people make the mistake of thinking Mark Zuckerberg owns Facebook. Yeah, he may have big shares in Facebook, but the major shareholders, they are the people from the military, industrial, and media complex of the US-led West. These are the people that behind the scene are pulling the strings at the IMF and the World Bank, controlling things, even at the United Nations. They are the same people that own the IOCs. So if they wanted to sabotage Dangote refineries, they wouldn't have allowed it to be set up at all. Because if you look behind the veil, I challenge Dangote again. Let him open his books and tell us who are the owners of Dangote. You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked to find people who... You'll be shocked. Let's just leave it at that. So Dangote refineries is not for us. All the game he's been playing is to make sure that he gets what he wants by making sure the pump price of petrol is increased so he can maximize profits for himself and his shareholders. That's what he's doing. And Nigerians must wake up to this. It is time that we know. So when the NNPC comes to do this, what are Nigerians supposed to do? We'll scream. We'll talk. In fact, some people can say they'll protest. Maybe NLC will come out and say, oh, we'll go on strike. All of these, at the end of the day, will still come back to the fact that, oh, let us negotiate, maybe we'll reduce this more and all of that. The way forward for Nigerians to solve all of these problems is to make sure that we change all of these people that are at the helm of affairs in Nigeria. That's what we need to do. And the only way to do that is to make sure that we register a new political party. Let me ask you this question. Which political party in Nigeria today, can you join as an average Nigerian and you can run for any elective position without paying 1 naira for nomination form? Which political party? There is none. Which political party can you boast of to say that you beat your chest? The mode of primaries is direct primaries, and there's no need for delegates list, and the list of members is open to all. It is pure, open, plain, direct primaries election that they do. Free and fair, credible, visible to all. Which political party do you know that does that? Which political party do you know that has certain ideologies that bars its members from going abroad on medical tourism, on education tourism, on buying properties abroad? In fact, we hear now, when this banter started between Abure and co, and the treasurer started making allegations that Abure has started buying properties not only in Abuja, in Nigeria, but also outside. Which political party do you know that bans its members from buying properties abroad or storing money abroad? Which political party? None. And so long as these conditions remain, so long as we have political parties that have these kind of conditions that enable people to do as they want, we will continue to have big money politics. We will continue to have strong individual politics. We can never have strong institution politics. And well-intentioned Nigerians who sweat for their money, Nigerians who work hard for their money, will not participate in the process. Which individual, civil servant, or hairdresser, or mechanic, or Uber driver, or teacher, or doctor, which of these highly trained, highly intellectual people, or skilled people, which of them will have the 30 million naira that a political party member needs to buy a nomination form in a party like Labour Party to run for governorship of Edo State? How many of these professionals can afford that? Even those who can afford it, they steer clear of the political arena because they consider it a waste of money. So even though these people have genuine ideas, they don't bring it. They don't come near the leadership arena. So you see, the problem is at the political party. And that is why we have started a movement to start or create a new political party. And we are asking you to come and join us. This is the way we can kick out the current crop of leaders. They are all compromised. They are compromised. If you check it from the National Assembly to the executive to the judiciary, majority of them have dual citizenship. Dual citizenship. Do you know what that means? It means they don't care. If Nigeria likes, let it work. If Nigeria does not like, let it not work. If Nigeria goes to hell, then they can go to their second country. In fact, their allegiance is more towards their other country than to Nigeria. We cannot continue to have this crop of leaders being in charge of the affairs of Nigeria. We cannot. And the only way to change them is to open up the political field. That's the only way. And to do that, we must create a new political party. There are so many things to discuss in such a short time. So I want to appeal to you. Click the link and join us in the description. Click the link and join us to create this political party. We have started the launch. The consultations are widespread. It's going to be active. It's going to be online. It's going to be there for everybody to see. Yes, it's going to be on there for everybody to see. So it's not going to be something that some people are doing it, some people are not doing it. No. All hands must be on deck. Click the link and join us. Else, they will continue giving us these kind of stories. Stories upon stories.